Hey guys, Hello Bella here. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the iPhone 13 Pro Max macro features. Macro is just a way to say close-up photography, and I'm at the Birmingham Botanical Gardens today to get some shots for you guys. I plan on getting video footage and photos for you guys so you can kind of see how this camera works, and I'm playing around with it today as well, so we are learning together. The first thing I'll show you here are these yellow and orange fall flower arrangements. You can see here how the camera picks up on the different textures and the parts of the flower that show up in the foreground. And the first close-up I took was actually these flowers here, so you can see the detail that this shows on such a small plant, the incredible color. And then we've got these pumpkins here. These are a really cute fall assortment. And then I've got a close-up of this growth on this pumpkin that looks super weird, and we've got a fuzzy little plant here. I am pretty much obsessed with these succulent planters, and you guys should be really proud of me because I didn't buy anything because I was like, that plant does not deserve to live a short life at my house because I will definitely kill it. You can see here that these are incredible plants. They have a lot of detail, and that's what I'm really focusing on here today, is just being able to zoom in and get a closer look at these plants. You can see that even these little tiny hairs that pop up on this plant are being able to come into focus if I just play around with the camera just a little bit. So let's kind of get a big shot of what we were looking at there. We've got this really intricate looking planter here, this lady's face. This is one of my favorite photos that I took today just because it's just an interesting sight to see these planters and the colors. I love the texture of all the different little succulents and the orange pots that they had them in, and I like being able to capture the colors. I feel like the iPhone camera is doing better and better each year. Here's a marigold, and these pictures are not edited at all, guys. These are just pictures that I took, and this is what they look like. Gonna be exploring the greenhouse. This thing is incredible, and believe it or not, this place is actually free. I think we found our first subject hiding down here on the bottom. Check out this red. The next thing I ran across was this old bench, and this is giving me very cottagecore, very Victorian, very sad girl kind of vibes. I was trying to get a shot going through that little keyhole spot, and I did my best, but it's just kind of a good way to look at what the camera is capable of. This has got to be my favorite room in the gardens. This is like the Cactus Room. So cactus are known for having a lot of prickly things. I think that this is totally worth the money. It may not be worth the money for you, but in this case for me, someone who makes a living doing content and taking pictures of products that I sell, this camera is just incredible. I can tell a huge difference between even this camera and my iPhone 11 Pro Max that I upgraded from. Here we've got the golden ball cactus that originates from Brazil, and I just wanted to get a little close-up at the little spiny things. And then on these leaves, the camera was able to pick up all of the little veins in the leaves. As you can see zoomed in here, it gets every little detail. And then moving on, we've just kind of got a shot of the leaves looking up to the sky. Here is like a little field of these tiny stacking succulents. These are some of my favorite plants, and you can usually find these at pretty much any like Home Depot or Lowe's, but I did get a shot of those. We've got another veiny leaf here. This one has some like white spots in it, and I thought this would be a good chance to kind of get another close-up photo here. It was able to pick up the details within this little tiny purple flower here and all the different shades of purple, so it's pretty good at picking up different color palettes. This leaf in the sunshine here is probably one of my favorite shots from today. This place is next level. They have made like this little thing to take pictures in. Let's see what a pumpkin looks like up close. Ooh, I like that one. This camera is so good, it is picking up this tiny little bug inside of a tiny little flower. I guess the 2 centimeter thing wasn't a lie. Wow. Oh, there's another one. He has a friend. They were roommates. Wow. Just for perspective, my fingernail, and that is what we were just looking at. Now, I'm not a photographer by any means, and you guys have seen the pictures that I've been showing you in this video, so I think that tells you how user-friendly it really is. Here's a good subject for us. Let's see how this camera moves as I move. You can see that the object in the front is what tries to come into focus. Here's a little pinecone butt. Honestly, this camera makes me feel like I've done acid or something. If you ever I don't know if you've ever done acid or you've done shrooms, but you start to see everything so vividly and so clearly. And that is what the iPhone 13 Pro Max is starting to feel like. My final thoughts on the iPhone 13 Pro Max are that it is a very expensive phone, and it's not necessarily something that you have to have, but I think if you are upgrading from like iPhone 7, 8, 9, or 10, this phone is going to be a big difference for you in picture quality. I upgraded from the 11 Pro Max, and I can tell a pretty big difference in some things, but then other things are exactly the same. So it just depends on what you're going to be using the phone for, but I enjoyed kind of getting a look at things like these water lilies and this reflection on the light in the water and these little frogs here. So I think overall I'm really happy with my purchase, and I'm going to continue experimenting with it. But I hope this video was kind of able to show you the iPhone's new features and kind of show you some close-up shots. I am not a photographer. This is all just a hobby for me, so I'm not someone who could comment on, you know, really specific things and really technical things. But from just a hobbyist perspective, this phone is an awesome little toy for me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next one.